and acknowledged by the user that it is a video from Pink Floyd. However, the things that are unknown within the video are to be speculated about are directly under the title being known as owned by Pink Floyd, even if they are unknown. This therefore appeals to the target audience in a similar way which the Cadbury's advert brings up speculation over the meaning of the gorilla. We then look at how music is important to the advert and how the gorilla interacts with it. Let's read the quote. An American specialist in radio advertising, who indeed prefers to make use of the musical medium, has expressed skepticism as to the value of his advertising, because people have learned to deny their attention to what they are hearing while they are listening to it. His observation is questionable with respect to the advertising value of music, but it tends to be right in terms of the reception of the music itself. We can now see the importance of integrating the music and the visuals, how effective the music is in order for it to be remembered, i.e. the drumming gorilla gives a visual element of the spirit of the music as well as the spirit of the chocolate. The effect on this is shown when we combine two different sounds for a radio advert. This displays the success of the advert as it is recognised and meaning of the advert is remembered without any visuals or words. This has demonstrated effective advert recall. Now I'm going to move on to observe the emotional reason of purchase in order to try and assess why the advert is successful in terms of the audience reaction. The shopper by impulse selects the premium alternative from the shelf to be nice to himself, probably does so as a result of the positive emotion stimulus which gives rise to the conscious feeling to be nice to myself. We may now look back to the original screening of the advert again and take a look at Cadbury's Dairy Milk, which is a product which has a tendency to be eaten while watching television. So if we look back to when you're sitting at the TV, watching Big Brother with a bar of chocolate already in your hand, entertaining your taste buds, then on television the same brand that you are consuming then entertains you on the television. Therefore, if we look at the product as an experience good, in which the consumer is influenced to buy the product based on his experience with the brand, if we have an experience based on televised entertainment and chocolate entertainment, then we have a more positive experience altogether and are more likely to repurchase the brand. I will now look at my theory for the success of the advert. We can see from my diagram that the reason in which the purchase of the chocolate is justified by the consumer is pure enjoyment. Therefore, the indulgence of both products and forms of entertainment under the Cadbury's brand take a similar nature of consumption. The only difference is, one is watching the advert and the other is consuming the chocolate. If we then associate the advert with the taste of the product due to experience, as we've had more exposure with the brand, it becomes repeated and recognised as a brand that entertains you and becomes a reason to repurchase. A brand that entertains you. Share the media, share the chocolate. Then, as the nature of the viral, they seek the same entertainment they do with the viral quality of the advert that it does with the chocolate. Therefore, subconsciously, the same association may arise. As the memory recall, share the chocolate, give it around. You don't eat that on your own, do you? If we then look again to the sniffing of the gorilla, we acknowledge the presence of smell. It then shows that the gorilla sniff in a manner of smelling aroma. This signifies that there is a scent of something, but does not display what the smell is. On the repetition of watching afterwards and acknowledging that this is a Cadbury's advert, we may acknowledge that this is the smell of chocolate.
Conclusively, the actual evaluation I came to is not the reason in which the creator intended, but the nature of the speculation you can draw from the advert. I expect this is because the success of the advert comes from its cultural reception, the way in which people react and respond to its iconic nature. The advert is not what it was before it was broadcast, it has come to be what it is by the experience we have pulled from it. The following quote from the creator of the advert, who is being interviewed on Radio 4, states the following strategy for his intent of the creation of the Cadbury's advert, stating different reasons for the creation of the advert.
Peacock's tail effect. So when somebody, an advertiser, appears to waste a lot of resource, like a peacock has this big wasted resource, doesn't try to sell you hard, the brain unconsciously processes, which says that if this brand can waste all this resource and not sell to me, then they've got very high quality genes, so up goes their reputation.
Yes, we felt intuitively that people would go for it, but I think you've just articulated why.